Do you want to make the perfect sponge cake? Super fluffy. You can see it, and it looks just like the one in the picture. The steps are really easy. There are 3 tricks. And you can see the result for yourself. It's really worth it. Look at this wonder. Fluffy, full of flavor, a touch of sweetness. Wonderful. You can have it for breakfast, as a snack, as a treat, for whatever you want. My grandmother's recipe. Do you remember those fluffy cakes that Grandma used to make? Well, with today's recipe, there's no risk they won't turn out just as well. They're going to come out fluffy. No more dense cakes, no more hard cakes, no more cakes that don't rise. With the tips I'm going to give you today, just 3, the cake will turn out perfect. A classic cake with the usual ingredients and the result you expect. And I assure you, it always turns out well. Let's get started with the recipe. 250 grams of flour, which is about 1.5 cups. To the flour, we're going to add a 16-gram packet of baking powder. These royal ones work really well, but any brand will do. We mix well so everything combines and blends better. Now let's move on to the next ingredient, 4 large eggs. Crack them into a bowl. Why? Well, because this way you avoid the risk of any eggshell falling into the cake. You know, if you put them all here, you make sure there's only egg in your cake. Let's go with the 3rd one. And right away, the 4th egg. It won't take you any time, it's really worth it. Now for the sweet stuff. 200 grams of sugar. It also works with 150, but with 200, it's perfect. We pour them into a bowl, and here we're going to add our 4 eggs, which, as you can see, are completely free of shells. Stir, 5 seconds, mix them in. First trick, you need to beat the egg and sugar mixture until it starts to lighten. That will make the final result much tastier and much fluffier. Here you go. See how it changed color? The mixture is whiter now, not as yellow as when we started. This is called whisking until pale, and it will make your cake turn out great. Next ingredient, sunflower oil. 120 milliliters that we're going to add to the mixture. We keep stirring. As you can see, I'm going to prepare it by hand with a hand whisk. Next ingredient, 100 milliliters of milk, half a glass. We add it and keep stirring. With that skill and care that traditional recipes are known for. Come on, we'll have it ready in no time. Second tip, sift the flour before adding it. Then gently fold it in using a spatula, so it doesn't lose any of that air that will turn your cake into a fluffy wonder. Don't use the electric mixer here. Do it by hand. With our flour and baking powder well mixed, let's keep going. We sift the flour. We'll have everything in our bowl in no time. See? I removed that big lump because I didn't want it. Let's go. Kitchen spatula, stingy, greedy as they call it in my hometown, and folding it in, wrist action. Changes to adapt this cake to your liking. First, if you don't want neutral oil, then use olive oil or butter. Both work. If you want a more dairy flavor, use 100 less milk and add plain yogurt. Want to give it more flavor? Vanilla, chocolate chips, whatever you want. Pieces of walnuts, pieces of almonds, pieces of nuts. Candied fruit, a bit of apple. The truth is that this cake can take almost anything. The only limit is your imagination. Let's go. See how everything is well mixed? This batter is amazing. It's super good. I've got it. So now I leave it there while I get the pan ready. Here I go. Essential tip, if you grease it with butter, it won't stick. This is a 20 centimeter pan. Key point, choosing the pan. I'm going to use a 20 centimeter pan, and that way it will turn out very tall. If you use a 22 centimeter one, it will also turn out quite tall and fantastic. If you go up to 24, forget it, it won't be very tall. Very tasty, but not very tall, because the surface area is too large. You can also use a square pan that holds about 1.5 liters. Although with the square ones there's no problem because they rise little by little, and in the end, whatever you get, that's it. So it's up to you. A 20 centimeter pan? Perfect. So once we've chosen and prepared our pan, we pour all our batter in. Here I go. Use the same spatula to scrape out every last bit, and don't let a single gram or even a speck of this wonderful future cake go to waste. And from here, we're going to the oven. 45 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius with the oven preheated. But before that, give it a little shake. You can tell the difference. Third trick, to achieve that perfect cake. I'm sure you can imagine this one. Once you put the mixture in the oven, don't open it until 30 minutes have passed. Because if you open it, it will lose heat, suddenly sink, and the cake will be a flop. After 30 minutes, you could open it, although I wait until 45 minutes have passed before touching it. Just to be sure, better safe than sorry, as my grandmother used to say. Once the time is up, let it rest. Place it on a rack until it cools down. Any other little trick to add to the recipe? I'm sure your grandmother had some great ones. It doesn't have to be for the classic sponge cake. If it's for an orange cake, butter cake, lemon cake, whatever you want. Share your tip with me. I read them all. I want to learn. And if you want me to make a particular cake, just tell me in the comments and I'll make it. And once the cake is cool, you won't have any trouble unmolding it thanks to the butter. So here I go. There it is. Look at how amazing this cake looks. It's wonderful. It turned out fantastic. Come on, let's plate it up. Hey, if you've made it this far, you're enjoying the video. So don't leave without turning on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. A couple of them each week. And don't forget to subscribe because we're going for 1 million. You can also, and should, give me a big like because it helps me a lot. And it doesn't cost you anything. Let's continue with the recipe. Bye-bye. That's it. Let's bring it to the table. Here's our traditional sponge cake. Prepared with 3 tricks. With Grandma's recipe, and with a result that's really worth it. I'm gonna cut it so you can see. Do you see how the knife moves? A real wonder. Spatula. And I take it out little by little, so you can see there's no trickery. A tall sponge cake. Fluffy, like I've told you 40 times already. Full of air pockets. Look, this is just amazing, and I'll tell you in advance, if you want, you can use it to make layer cakes. With a bit of filling and a topping, this makes a spectacular layer cake. Look how delicious this is. I'm gonna cut it again to take out a slice. And bite right into it. Look, it's wonderful. It has body, it has flavor, it has everything. I love this cake. You have to make it at home. You won't regret it if it becomes your go-to cake recipe. Laughs. Who can top that? Absolutely spectacular. Wow, I'll keep it. Are you coming? Laughs. How fluffy. This is amazing, look. Wow. La amiga. The flavor is super intense, super classic, just what a sponge cake should be. You have to make it, it's really good, and also super easy. I'll leave the ingredients somewhere around here, in the text box, and throughout the video so no one misses them. This recipe is a 10. Snack, breakfast, treat, whatever you want. Thank you for coming. Much love to you all. See you in the next video. Wow! How is it? Is it fluffy? Is it tasty? I love this recipe. Classics always turn out well. Enjoy your meal. Let's see if I end up moving. So good. You have to make it.
farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a